The grief was loud in 2019. The two plane crash tragedies that happened concurrently were an Ethiopian airline, Flight 302, on March 10, and then in the following few months, Lion Air, Flight 610, was plunged into water off Jakarta, Indonesia. These two incidents caused all 346 passengers and crew on board to die. The link is that the two flights were operated by the same aircraft, which is the Boeing 737 MAX. People thought at first that the defect was its engine that led to many issues. However, the truth was revealed that the rush in producing the Boeing 737 MAX and the purpose of minimizing costs were the main reasons for these unfortunate events. Why did the company need to hurry though? Because the rivalry among aircraft industry was intense. The big two companies, Airbus and Boeing, fought cruelly against each other. They could not let the competitor win. If one provided better aircraft, it means another would have lost a huge fortune.
Due to insufficient funds, the Boeing engineer didn't change the whole structure but just adjusted the engine of Boeing 737 MAX to be higher above the wing, which caused the plane nose to go slightly upward during takeoff. They also added the MCAS, which is the sensor that immediately put the nose downward when it went beyond the safe zone. According to the Lion Air incident, there was a malfunction of the sensor that caused the plane nose to go downward and then crash into the Java Sea. Pilot could not solve the problem right away because Boeing claimed that this plane is similar to the old one, so there were no minimum training requirements and they did not mention much about the MCAS system. In short, greediness of Boeing is the major factor of these regretful circumstances.
What the investigations revealed. After investigating, they agreed that the uncommanded nose-down inputs from the airplane's MCAS system should be part of the probable cause for this accident. Now you might wonder what the MCAS system is. Maneuvering Characteristic Augmentation System, or MCAS, is a flight stabilizing feature developed by Boeing. The result indicates that the MCAS alone caused the airplane to be unrecoverable. Nevertheless, appropriate crew management of the event per the procedures that existed at the time would have allowed the crew to recover the airplane even when faced with the uncommanded nose-down inputs. We could conclude that the life-taking accident happening is partly because of the system of Boeing 737 MAX itself and partly because of the crews.
In October 2018, a Lion Air 737 MAX crashed. At that time, it was a controversy in society whether the case was caused by the airline's pilot or Boeing system. Then, 5 months later, it was clearly because an Ethiopia Airlines plane crashed, which they're using the same series of Boeing 737 MAX. Boeing established a $100 million fund in July 2019, which $50 million designed for direct payout to family, according to Gordon Jonra, Vice President of Global Media Relations and Public Affairs for Boeing. $50 million more was allocated for investment in their local areas. In any lawsuit that may have already been resolved or are still pending, are not related to the fund. In order to get in touch with the family, the government relations team took initiative and went to Ethiopia to explore what they could do to help.
Boeing made crisis communication errors in the 2 days following the Ethiopian air tragedy, which could have a long-term negative impact on its credibility and reputation. After 26 days of the second tragedy, the company released a video of former president and CEO of Boeing, Dennis Muilenburg, apologizing about the accident and accepting it happened because of the plane's sensor errors. However, other than these remarks and Muilenburg's 2 tweets, Boeing's top executives have been quiet. Silence is passive and communicates that a company is neither seeking to influence the situation nor is it in control of it. On 2021, the 737 MAX aircraft manufacturer has advised that a potential electrical problem in a particular group of the aircraft shall be fixed before they are allowed to take off again. This is a significant improvement over how it handled the situation after two of the planes crashed in 2018 and 2019.